Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working on, I do believe we made a better solar panel. I just tried to upgrade some stuff. We're getting ready to do applied energistics and have an AA system up and running. That is in our near future. So yeah, I wanted to get a little bit more power going. I have been working off camera getting some steel. It is super loud right here. I'm going to step over here. So I've been working off camera getting some steel. And I'm still working on getting enough stone to make enough stone bricks to do all that stuff. Actually something I want to do real quick is, do I have some sort of container? Hey, we have cash. That'll work. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to tell this to output up above, and that'll be fine. So, I almost wish, you know what, let's do this. Let's pick this guy up for a second. We're going to do input right there. I don't know if that will auto, transfer, so let's grab one of these, and I'm trying to think what's going to be the best way to do this. Let's just get some sort of container, whether it be a chest or what, don't really care. Let's just grab a chest, I guess, and I have a slightly larger chest. That'll work. So there's not really much difference between this and a normal chest, other than this takes up a full block. So we'll put it there. We'll put transfer node like that, and I'm going to grab just a bunch of cobblestone and feed it all in here. So that should automatically replenish. Let's just get that kind of sped up. That way it's a little bit better. Now it's going to make me a ton of stone, which is exactly what I want. So for the time being, let's pick up this guy. We're not going to need him today. And put that back in there. Alright, so that's going to make us stone. So we might need to replace that. We might need to do some stuff with that later. But today we are going to look into... where is it? It's got its own section. Applied energistics. I was trying to say there applied engineering, but applied energistics is what we want. So it wants us to make some stuff. But really the big thing that I want to get is an ME controller. These are what's important. Now it does require an engineering processor, which is pretty easy. But it requires pure fluid seeds. Well, we have 2. We need 3 in total. So let's actually grind up this guy. And if we get some sand, which... do we have any sand lying around? I don't think so. I think I can take some from here. I would like to have some sand on me relatively, always, but do something like that. We'll get 2 more seeds. And now we run into the problem. So these things take forever. If we come over here and we throw this right in here and go and wait just for a little bit, you'll see exactly what I mean. Now, it doesn't want us to make those quite yet. We're going to need ME drive, ME 1K, it's 1K storage. And then it also wanted a, I think it was just a terminal. Yes. We're going to upgrade some of this stuff. Like the terminal, we're going to make a crafting terminal almost immediately. But most of this stuff isn't too bad to do. We're going to need some more fluix dust. That's not that bad. Some quartz glass, which is pretty easy as well. Plenty of circuits. So we should probably get going on those. We're gonna need. Let's take a look at just kind of what all we're gonna need. Um, but I think most of the things in this is pretty easy. Fluix, quartz glass, okay, we can handle that. Quartz, yeah, just quartz glass and honestly some, let's see, we need 1, 2, 3 logic processors, 4 logic processors, and 2 engineering. So I think we can handle that. That's 4 gold. I have a ton of iron, by the way. So it's just 4 gold. Let's see, it is logic processors, which I don't think we've made yet. That can be made from copper. So an ingot of copper. We'll get that in here, turn this off, pick that up for right now. And then the other one that we're going to need, because we have... Okay, I swear I had more presses. Did I not make all of the presses? I thought I did. Because how else would I have made... Oh, we haven't made any circuits yet. That's why. So we're also going to need silicon as well. I think. Engineering calculation, we're going to need logic, and then the silicon, which is nickel. Okay. I think we can go ahead and put that in there as well. Copper is done, so we'll do that. That'll give us our logic press, and we can go ahead and start with this. So unfortunately, only 1 ingot can go in at a time. We can't upgrade the inscriber. There is an advanced inscriber from AE2 stuff. That's not too difficult to make. It does require some engineering processors, which is diamonds. We're going to need 2 of those anyways, so let's grab that. We're going to need 6 of those. We're going to need a ton of that. We're going to need like 1 of these. We're going to need like 1 of these. Just a lot of stuff. And we also need some silicon, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we can get from smelting Surges quartz. Yeah. Can I use this for anything? It has no uses. So that means, yeah, no. So 6. So there's those. We're gonna need diamond, engineering press, and let's get the nickel, smelt it out to get the others. So the big thing that's going to come into play is we need an ME controller. And so the time we've been taking doing all of that, let's see how far along these seeds are. They're nowhere. So we're going to have to get the crystal growth accelerator, the crystal growth chamber, up and running. Now here's the problem. This requires AE power. And the only way to do that, the only way to get that, is with either a ME controller or a energy acceptor. Now the energy acceptor is not that complicated to make. It's actually pretty cheap. The ME controller is what we're going to want, and unfortunately it requires pure fluix crystals, so we have to make the energy acceptor, in other words. And I guess it's acceptor, not acceptor. So it's a little bit of an annoyance, but whatever. Silicon is done, so let's get that going. I can put that in there. We're gonna need like 2 of those. We need some glass, which I don't have much of. And let's just, I don't know, can we smelt that up? Yeah. So since this is kind of busy doing all of this, getting all of the stone that we could ever want, I'm going to have to wait on doing what I needed to with the other stuff. And eventually we'll have the inscriber automated. There are plenty of ways to do this, but it's going to require at least 5 of these machines. I think the best way, the easiest way, is probably going to require 5 of these. So let's see. Silicon, redstone, diamond. Does it really not matter which direction? Okay. I mean, that works for me. Let's get some quartz glass, which should be pretty easy. There's 4. So there's those. And we'll get the logic circuits next. And then iron. So I have a whole bunch of iron in here, so let's just grab that. And we should be able to make the ME drive right away. Cool. So there's that. 1 step done. So that should be happy here. So ME drives are how you get all of the stuff you need. That's where you store the drives that has all the items, the digital items. So there's that, and finally we're gonna need some fluid crystals. Let's grab the energy acceptor. I think that's the first thing I want to make with the glass. And then what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need, I think we're gonna need just a little bit more glass, aren't we? We need 2 glowstone and like a stack of redstone. So let's get the illuminated panel. We get 3 of those, which is nice because that's pretty much exactly how many I want. And let's see, we need to get formation cores. So we need to grind up 2 flukes. We need formation core and annihilation core. And then we should be able to get the ME terminal. I only want 1 of those. Thank you. And now we need more Certus, which is not a problem. I have 800. But I'm going to need more glass. Actually, I have... Oh no, I need more glass. So you know what? Let's get some coal. Change into the fuel pellets, if I can speak. And do that. Cool. So we should be pretty close to ready. Now I can... Okay, I don't think we're going to need the charger right now, so let's pick this guy up. We don't need this right now. Let's put those things in. Actually, let's pick this chest up. We're going to put the charger in here. We're going to take the crystal growth accelerator. And let's go ahead and grow some stuff. So, energy acceptor. And I think I can just put this right here. And it has power. Now this is really nice. So the normal crystal growth accelerator stuff, I'm gonna step over here. Actually, you know what? Let's just turn this off. Let's turn the sifting off. It'll fill up eventually. Probably, maybe, I don't know. But the normal crystal growth accelerators, they have the bad tendency of drawing power constantly. Like right now, we're taking, I think, 20 RF per tick should be everything we're getting. And yeah, this is gaining power pretty quickly because this is gaining power. This is generating 64-ish RF per tick. So that's probably, if we cancel that, we should see this is probably going down. I wish I could see information. Nope. I mean, I could decrease it by, so max output is 20 RF per tick, and this should still be drawing exactly 20 RF per tick. Any less and it wouldn't work, so that tells me that this isn't drawing any power right now. which is exactly what I wanted to do. Now, when we put these guys in here, now remember, they were going super slow before. We put these in here, and it is pretty much instantaneous. So this, by the way, is how you can double stuff. It's not going to be super useful in this map, just because unless we specifically need pure, there's no reason to use the pure crystals, because we get infinite amounts of service pretty easily too. And there we go, pure. So yeah, now we can make the ME controller. That is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we need. And this is probably a quest, so let's wait on that. Let's make this guy. And then all we need for this is a little bit of glass to make the quartz glass. And there we go, our first ME drive. And that's going to give us another ME drive. I think I want the reward bag. Cool, neither of them have anything in them though. I wondered. And then terminals, we need to make more terminals. I want the crafting terminal, definitely. So let's get some stuff organized. I'm going to place down the ME drive. I'm just going to put it over here for right now. And I'm going to put these guys in it just to kind of get them out of the way. So it wants us to make some terminals, which is fine. We need the storage monitor, the crafting terminal, and the interface terminal, which I believe all except the storage monitor I plan on making anyways. So let's get rid of these. So we need storage monitor, crafting terminal, and interface terminal. So storage monitor requires a level emitter, which is one calculation processor. This requires a diamond, and everything else we have. So we need a diamond processor, and then we need another calculation processor. Does this need? Nope, just a standard illumination panel. So we need two processors. We need two of these and one more diamond. We have like 90 diamonds, so who cares? So diamond is the engineering, and we're gonna need calculation, and then this. So let's take out that sand. Let's get 3 of those cooking up. We're gonna do where are they? 1, 2, 3. Wait. Oh, does calculation need pure? It does. Oh hey, look, I have more than enough. So pure surges, I am gonna need some. It's kind of a bummer, but again, the crystal growth acceleration, this thing makes it super easy, so who cares? So we should be good on pretty much everything. I have way too much stuff in my inventory. Let's put this stuff away for right now. And then silicon press. Yeah, I can't wait until this part is automated, but that'll be soon enough. I'm not going to set up the ME system quite yet. I do want to try to do some other stuff first, but we'll get there. It'll be pretty soon anyways. I need... Okay, yeah, no, we should be good. So, take this guy out. And we're going to do one of these. We'll put that away. And one more. Cool, so we're going to need redstone torch. We're going to need, what else was it? We're going to need a crafting bench. And we should be good to go. So crafting terminal is just that. The level emitter is that guy plus a illuminated panel. Gives us a storage monitor. And then we need an interface with the calculation and another panel, and that gives the interface terminal. That's all we needed. So I can't remember what the storage monitor is. I don't ever use the storage monitor, but the interface terminal is for directly dealing with any connected interface, which is going to be huge when we start getting into auto crafting. So Essentia storage, we'll get to that later. And then molecular assembly. Yeah. So at what point do we make the power grid assembly line? Is there anything in here where it wants us to make the controller? I wonder. I haven't seen anything, so I guess not. So let's just go ahead and make the controller and see. We are going to need to make 1,000. That's 500 sand, which actually isn't that bad. And then probably a lot of power. So let's go ahead and clean up our inventory. And we're going to make the controller. So we need 4 of these. And then we're going to need another diamond. All of this stuff. We need another diamond processor. I cannot wait to automate this. So we need engineering and silicon. So yeah, basically we're going to automate this by getting one of each for each of the 4 presses, and then one to combine them. And it's going to be somewhat complicated. It'd be a lot easier if we had Ender IO, but we don't. So I'll have to figure out another way. But probably the easiest way is going to be upgrade these to the what are they called? The advanced inscribers, which should not be too much of an issue. And these guys not only allow you to put stacks of items in there, you can lock different slots and everything, which would be really good actually. It also has 5 slots for upgrades rather than just 3, so it's even better. But now if we want to make the ME controller, which I do, we need to get some skystone blocks. But how do you get that? Well, you need skystone, and it doesn't just come from bees. You don't have to get in bees to do that. So let's eat real quick. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this bucket, we're gonna pick up this water, we're gonna break that open, and now we can take skystone and put it in there. The skystone dust with lava gives you skystone. And then we can make it obsidian again. So yeah, we should be good to, I could probably take the stick out for a little bit and let that backflow a little. So I'll let that do that. It's taking up a lot of lava, but that's fine. We're gonna need the obsidian later anyways. And then I believe we need to smelt this. So let's cook it up. And oh hey, that's all done. I wondered why it was so quiet. We should be able to do this, the pure fluix. And while we're waiting, let's open our reward bag. Bewitched fleece. Witching gadgets. I don't know what that's used for. And I can't see because, well, we haven't done research. Thaumcraft is something we're probably going to want to get into relatively soon. But there's a few skystone blocks. One more and we'll have it. So the next thing is going to be to finish up. So there's the ME controller. Perfect. I'm going to put that in there. Actually, let's make a chest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over here. Like right here for right now. And this will be all the ME stuff to get the system up and running. We're going to want to do that relatively soon. Just to start getting organized and also start getting more stuff. Applied Energistics is kind of not notorious, but kind of its signature thing is you can automate everything very easily. So we're going to want to get into that relatively soon, just so that we can automate everything pretty easily. So yeah, what to do for the rest of the episode. So we have that. One of the next things I'd like to try to work towards is Reactor. Reactor would be really nice to do, because even at the lowest size, it's going to produce a lot of RF. A lot more than what we have now, unless we start getting culinary generators going a little bit better. But I don't know. It might be easier to go after other things. By 10-10-10ing crops, we could get some really good. There's some decently easy things to make. Epic bacon comes to mind. This is an amazing food. It does require either pork chops or firm tofu, but tofu is easy enough. Wait. Oh, okay. So to get tofu, it's soy milk that has been... so you have to press it 3 times. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. That's actually kind of nice. So just to give you an idea, in here it produces 150,000 RF at 60 RF per tick. That's pretty good. Otherwise, solar panels would be like my ideal, but solar panels are pretty expensive pretty quickly. They take a lot of silver, so I think a reactor is going to be the best way. And I've been making steel just for that purpose. So let's see how much of this quest we can do. So what do we need? Reactor, access port. The one main concern with reactors is we only have 41 yellorium. That's not much. So let's see. We need the access port. We need reactor casing. How much of that do we need? We need 10. So let's get like let's get that many. Let's get some more coal. Let's get a stack. Turn that all into that, and we're gonna want to start smelting coal up, because that's how you get graphite. And then or you can use gravel. Graphite dust, I don't believe is really used for anything. I don't really have that much gravel, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, we have 2.5 stacks almost of steel, and I don't even know if that's going to be enough. We are going to need some reactor glass. No, we're not. Okay. Coolant port. We're going to need a bucket, pistons. We're going to need like 2 pistons, some chests. So we're going to need some redstone as well. Let's get a stack of that. The controller requires a diamond. Reactor ports. Okay, most of the stuff is pretty easy. Do we need rednet port? We do. That requires a piece of gold and some rednet cables, which I don't know if we have any. I don't remember making any. How's this doing? Working on it. Okay. So let's see. We do have some rednet cables. Cool. See anything else that stands out at me? Not really. So basically, once we get, you know what? Let's do one of these, and this is gonna make graphite for us. So we're gonna need a lot of graphite. The reactor casings require it, and I want to make like a good number of that stuff. The yellorium fuel rods requires a lot of steel. Let's make 8 of these, and we can go ahead and start making some of this stuff. So eventually we're going to make a much bigger reactor, but for now we're going to take whatever we can get. So there is our first little bit of reactor casing. Let's wait for one more. And that should be that. All right. So I'll make more of this stuff off camera, but I want to do at least the recipes on camera. So controller, like that, does require a lot of yellorium. We need one control rod, which is going to be like this. Actually, how do we make that? We need more graphite. Itchy nose. Alright, so there is that. We're going to need, let's see, coolant port requires a piston. Both the ports require pistons, so let's make 2 pistons. Easy enough. We're also going to need a bucket. Alright, so reactor access port also requires a chest. So there's that. We should be able to make 2 more sets. Oh yeah, we can make more than that. So let's make, yeah, 4. That'll be good. And let's see, what else do we need? We need a power tap, which that should just be redstone. We're going to need a coolant port. We're going to need a red net port. Even though I'm probably not going to use that, we're going to make it anyways. And the last thing is the fuel rod. So cool, we just made a reactor. Now that activated that another quest somewhere else, and it's probably the cyanite, which I can't remember. I can't do that in this one. Cyanite is yellorite and sand, or it is a byproduct of the reactor. So really the rest of the stuff, I'm gonna make more casings and all that kind of stuff off camera. And we'll kind of go from there. So just kind of probably do something like that, and then make the rest into the fuel rods. We'll want, like, I typically do a 3x3x3 would be the cheapest, but I typically like to do at least a 5x5 or bigger, and I do like to usually fill it with jelly cryothium. But in order to get a lot of jelly cryothium, we're going to need a lot of blitz powder, and I mean, we get that from snow. It's a 2% chance from snow. I don't think that's good. So we're going to need to get a, there's 2 options. We could get, we could try to get lucky with a mob spawner in a cold area and capture a blizz and auto spawn it, or we could do, I think they're frozen, it's a doll, freezing doll. I never say that one right. And we make this, and we throw it into a thaumium barrel full of water, and it will spawn a blizz. Either way, we're going to need an auto spawner for that, which I believe we have. Or at least we were going to make, or there's a quest for it. I know that. It's the next thing on our quest. So that's something we could do. I don't know yet. Something else that I've considered. Ender generators. How? Okay, that's not terribly expensive. These are actually really good power sources. It's incredibly efficient. Ender lilies could give us plenty of that kind of stuff, and I have all of these ender lilies growing. There's so many things we could do to get more Like we can go to the end and just go farming. Eventually we could set up an auto farm. How bad is it to make an ender chest? We just have those, don't we? What about... I'm trying to think of some ways to transfer things. Isn't this B-space barrels? I do believe that would be the best way. You'd need a tuning fork, but that's pretty easy. I think that goes beyond dimensions. I'm not entirely sure. That's the only thing that I'm not like 100% sure on. I'll have to look into kind of what the best way to send things transdimensionally. But if we could set up an auto farm in the end, that might not be a bad idea. Get ender pearls, and then we could use said ender pearls to power ender generators to power our base. That could be a possibility. I'm not sure what's going to be the best way to do power. Reactor is definitely going to be an option once we get more yellorium. And probably the best way to do that is lasers. With a bunch of yellow laser focuses, we'll get more yellorite ore. Is there any other ways to get this? QEDs, that is the best way to, if we get the ore, to get a bunch of... Nope, the only way to get it is through the laser drill. So yeah, if we want that, we'll have to do lasers. This doesn't have RF tools, does it? Nope. Okay. So we'll have to figure something out. But anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. We have an AE system up and ready to go. Just not plugged in or anything like that. What the plan is going to be is I'm going to figure out kind of what I want to do for power. I'm going to get that set up. We're going to extend this direction with stone brick. And yeah, next time we're going to deal with power, get some nice power generation going. Now this is by far, this is a good choice as well. I just need to upgrade everything else. And honestly, I would need to get, I don't know. There's so many questions. I'd need to like upgrade the flux ducts more than anything, because those are probably hindering me more than anything. But I want to have a nice, constant, reliable power, and I think lava could be it, but we'll see. So yeah. I'll figure all that stuff out, and next time we will probably do some more quests. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!